My name is Kendall Getreu. I am a wife, a soon-to-be mom, and a pediatric nurse at Trinity. When I first started in nursing school, I wanted to be a nurse because I was inspired by my mom. My mom has been a nurse for 20 years now, and she started nursing as a single mom. My parents had just gotten divorced, and she decided that she wanted to make a huge career change and go from being an English major to a nurse, which is complete opposite. But she worked so hard to get to where she is today. She started nursing school right after my parents got divorced, and she worked really hard through nursing school. She relied on help from family and friends so that she could get through it, and she is just the most inspirational person I know. She did really well in nursing school and started out as a nurse with 2 little babies. I think I was 3 and my sister was 1, so we were very young, and she has been a nurse ever since, and I watched her every single morning get up and get us ready to go and get herself ready to go, and then go spend the entire day taking care of her patients and treating them as though they were her own loved ones, and that really inspired me to do the same. When I first started school, I didn't know I wanted to be a nurse. I did the same thing as my mom. I wanted to be a wedding planner, which is, again, exact opposite of a nurse. But I quickly realized that that wasn't the way to go for me. So I changed majors very quickly. My second semester of college, I changed majors to nursing, and my mom helped me through everything, all the applications and all the prerequisites. And so I started nursing school, and it didn't go exactly as easily as I thought it would. I thought since my mom did all this amazing work by herself that I could do the perfect job too, but it ended up being a lot more difficult than I thought it was. So I took my time and tried to really study, but I ended up not doing that well in some of my courses. So I took a little bit longer than I wanted to finish nursing school, but eventually I graduated with my associates in August of 2019, and the next day I married my husband, and we moved all the way to Minot, North Dakota from Orlando, Florida. We drove the straight stretch without stopping because we're crazy. And and it ended up working out really well. I got a job at Trinity Hospital as a pediatric nurse, and then I decided that with my mom, I wanted to go back and get my bachelor's degree. So my mom and I have been working towards our bachelor's degrees together. But because I took so long in nursing school originally, I ended up running out of financial aid. So this scholarship has been such a huge blessing to me and my family, because now instead of having to stress about how we're going to pay for me to finish school, I can focus on just finishing my degree and doing the best job at it that I can. Like I said, I became a nurse because my mom inspired me, but I stay a nurse because of the way that I see how it affects my patients. I am so thankful to be able to give my patients the best care possible, and I'm so thankful that I can put a smile on their faces in some of the hardest times of their lives. I'm a pediatric nurse, so it has a huge impact on parents especially. Kids are very resilient. They don't always like nurses, but they're very resilient. But the parents, I really see how being a kind and generous and thoughtful nurse affects them, and I am so thankful to be able to continue my degree and complete my degree and be able to continue taking care of patients. Thank you again for this opportunity.